Hey YouTube, I'm back. My name is Fonsane and my channel is Free Indeed. And so I believe for the month of August, I'll just talk about a little bit about my experiences, who I am, you know, uh, how I came about to create my channel, things like that. I'll do that for the month of August. It's my birthday month, so I'll just talk about me. And then starting September, we'll just get into different topics. And yeah, that's the plan. So I'm grateful that I'm able to do this channel and to reach out to people that I can hopefully make a difference. Just by me speaking on my situation of experiences in my past, things that uh, nobody or nobody's willing to talk about. I am. I'm willing to talk about it. I'm not really afraid of speaking about my indifferences, my secrets. All that's coming in. I ain't got time for no secret. I don't know because what we doing is healing. That's what we're doing from this year going forward. If you haven't noticed by now, you're noticing that a lot of people are healing and in their own different ways in regards to their gifts and talents. So I'm going to express myself through my gift, which is communication. I'm good at that. It's in my natal chart. That's who I be. So, with that being said, we'll just dive right into today's topic of seeing the unseen. Seeing the unseen. You know, stuff that's there, but you can't touch it, but you know it's there. Things that you may talk about and tell people, and they may not believe you or understand it. Things you can't put your finger on. That's what we're gonna talk about a little bit, just a little bit. But in regards to my gift, as far as communication, I like to write. I write and I like to speak. I'm still working on my speaking part because of my you know, communication being shut down for so long. My throat chakra was shut, it was suppressed. But through the healing process, uh, that has allowed me to come out of that somewhat and get better. Each and every day, I get better with it. So, diving into seeing the unseen, my ability to use my natural talents and skills uh, will be, guided toward those who want to morally stay in balance. And when I say morally, you pick and choose what you think moral is, but at the same time, is it in alignment with the Most High? Is it in alignment with the Creator? That's how you'll know. So, you know, what's inside my heart, I would say, cannot be taken because we know that's true. We know it can't be copied, changed, and by anybody else. You can't manipulate, maneuver unless I allow it to happen. So early in my life, I was drawn to uh, people's true spirit. As I would meet people like in school, my little schoolmates, classmates. Uh, if one of them walked up to me or I walked up to them, the first thing that was visible to me was their spirit. I didn't understand how and why, but it just was. I met their spirit before I met them physically. So as I got to, talk to them, watch how they move, different things somebody might say, it can tell me a whole lot about somebody. And as a kid, I didn't know what the hell that was. I didn't even know how to really use it. I didn't know what to do with it. But anyway, as I was drawn to their spirits before I met them, you know, uh, even though I was true enough, I was too broken in my spirit. Not to say that everybody I met was broken in their spirit, but I was. So I just want to put that out there. Even while I had this gift in effect, I was broken in my own spirit, but my actual gift was still up and running, if that makes sense. Anyway, that gift pushed me toward to wanting to help people. I wanted to help everybody and anybody the best way that I could. Even though I was a kid, I was like that. So I even helped kids, that were considered to be castaways, nerds, the unwanted and not so cool or not so clean kids, that got made fun of because they're, a situation. Excuse me. I became friends with these people because I considered myself to be excuse me, a misfit, as I wasn't accepted in the popular crowds either. I didn't really have a problem with it. I was just being a kid. I just wanted to have fun and I just wanted friends. Anyway, I wanted to help these people. And so, to the best of my ability, I would uplift these other kids with kind words, you know, and I could see who was being verbally abused. I noticed who was physically abused without seeing bruises. And then I even felt their pain. So I didn't know what the heck was happening to me either. I just knew I was freaking drained, you know, after the fact that I would encounter, someone hurt, I would become drained. Now, mind you, as an adult, I have been able to still do the same thing, but now I can title or identify, you know, that gift. It's called being an empath. I didn't know I was a deep empath. But funny how people, and just the same as I was able to see other people's gifts, there's people who can see your gifts and won't even acknowledge them. They won't say nothing, but they'll try their best to play on it. I had no clue people would do shit like that. Excuse me. My throat it's been bothering me. Sorry about that. Anyway, I noticed it and labeled. I was able to kind of do some analytical information and searching out what deep empaths do and what are they, and I found quite a bit that really told a lot about me and a lot about the people who were drawn to me. Handful and then some. Anyway, I trusted in people too fast. You know, that was my problem. I was too open to people just because they looked nice, they sounded nice, they played nice, you know. And it took me a while. It took, quite a few different, big events in my life to take place before I got a hold of myself. So, people can be cruel as hell. I just couldn't process that though. I never could process why people wanted to. be mean to other people. Why people did specific things, like they premeditate shit and do things uh to either hurt, slander, lie, set up, all that. That's crazy. I never could process that. Anyway, uh, you know, it's hard to think that somebody would cause harm to you because you're a special way or you're an easy target. So, as I became a parent, I understand that, our children, I understood that my children needed to be, taught how to protect themselves. And I'm sure you, as an adult, did the same thing. But it's like, it's got to be a learned behavior from somewhere that people pick up the ability to be cruel to others. And if you're born like that, that's another something else I need to take a look at. Because that's possible too. I hear about other people speaking on karmic children, children that are born under conditions that was not blessed by the Most High. Therefore, when they come into the world, they come in doing shit. They come in being a specific crazy way. Anyway, another show. So, I never taught my kids, going back to, protecting my kids and teaching them how to protect themselves. I never taught them to belittle people or degrade them or slander their name, lie and scheme and take something from them, or even hurt their feelings. And when I did hear about my kids hurting kids' feelings and talking about their clothes, making fun of their hair, when I did hear about it, they were in trouble. They could tell you themselves. They got in trouble. I didn't play that. I did not condone that shit. And I don't now. I really don't care what you do to me. I'll get out your way though, and you stay out of mine. Since you feel like you want to speak mean about me and lie about me, excuse me, and put my name in the mud, that's cool. I mean, I'm good. I know who I am and I know what I've done. I know where I've been. I don't really bow down to slander. My mother never taught me to bow down to shit like that. She taught us otherwise. She said, them the people you get the hell away from fast. Them are troublemakers. Shh, I know what, look, I take heed. Deuces. Bye bye. I'm out. Now, I never taught my kids to be like that. Otherwise, I would get them. And they teachers and the staff, they knew. Every time I walk in that building, they was, how you doing? It's what's wrong today? Nothing's wrong. I'm coming to check on the kids. Just coming to check on them. Because either way, I'm gonna be referee. I'm gonna be liaison in between that child and that staff until I get to the bottom of the shit. Because you still can't trust adults. Anyway, I would think to myself, how does this behavior really benefit a person? Does this make people feel good? Is it a feeling they get when they treat others this way, or is it a way to shield themselves from something they've been through? I don't know. But either way, it don't make it right. It don't justify it. The shit is still wrong. Wrong is wrong. And if you can't process what wrong is, that's not good. Anyway, I found, through my experience, I realized that I became a target of quite a few people or groups, just through my life that, mm, I would always run into. I'm like, I'm not looking for trouble, but trouble found me. I'm not looking to get into shit, but shit found me. I would get breaks from stuff, when I would travel and go out of town to Minnesota. And that was just early in my adulthood, when I started having my children. I used to think that going to a different state would help it, and it did in a sense. But it's something about something wouldn't let me stay there. There's different situations, that wouldn't allow me to stay. Anyway, I started to realize that this was these different events were spiritual attacks. I was being attacked through and by the spiritual realm, through people. And as that little girl, I was picked on and bullied and set up, lied on, laughed at. I thought, shit, maybe this is what kids do and things would just get better. When I grow up, they would just get better, but they actually got harder and came more intense and started to come in different forms and ways. And I always found myself looking upward toward the sky when I was in distress, like I was asking the Most High, do you see this stuff? Do you see these things happening to me? I wouldn't be speaking, but I would look up to the sky like, I know you got to be seeing this, Father. Anyway, I would wonder why. Why me? Why was I chosen to go through all of these different unfair situations that I never, you know, created. They were just like almost drawn to me, these different situations. And so, I didn't get the answer right then and there, but later in life, I was given an inward message because something else came up, and I had that inkling of what? Why am I going through this? So I got the inward message of why not you? When I got that, why not you? Because I process stuff, analytically. It made me think, more over to another question. You know, so that question basically was like, hmm, if he said, why not me? Then it's got to be a reason why. It's a reason. So now the question was, for what reason am I going and experiencing these different things? I didn't get that answer for a good while, but I got it in the year 2020. We sitting in 2020 now, August, but sometime early 2020, I got the answer. He told me, he said, you're chosen. You've been chosen You are chosen, you know. And so I started in 2020 to become the person, hear me now. I started to become the person that the Most High already knew me to be, but I didn't know. He had to wake me up. Hmm. Oh, excuse me. He had to wake me up. We won't talk about how that was done. I'm sure some of y'all already know. Excuse me. A dry cough from this air conditioner. Anyway, that year, 2020, early 2020, in other words, this is the year. We're in it now. Hmm. He said, you was chosen before birth. What you talking? I chose you before you was born. Hmm. He always, he will respond to you, but you got to keep waiting and patience and wrestle with the Most High, and He'll come to you when you need the answer, not when you want it. Hmm. Anyway, excuse me. I always felt something was different, but I couldn't truly grasp a hold of it. No. But another piece of the puzzle clicked inward. My spirit said, daughter, you were in training your whole life. You've been in training the whole time. Hmm. It's funny how I looked at the timer, the counter, and as I said that, it showed 2222. Mm-hmm. He said, you've been in training your whole life. So guess what? If you notice the same pattern, the same things that you went through when you was little, the bullying, the lies, the slander, getting talked about, laughed at, did you not just experience this in this season, at this time? Are you not going through that right now? The Most High is awesome, because yet here I am sitting and I'm going through that very thing. Not for reasons on my part, because I haven't done anything cruel. I never had a heart to do so. I never had a heart to talk about people behind their backs. Like really just truly just on purpose. Like, okay, as kids and young adults, I've done some, what you call backbiting and things like, but I'm talking about some deep, dirty, premeditated. Because, see, as a follower, you get these people to come talk to you, and they'll start talking about somebody. And then you can easily hop on that same bandwagon and be like, yeah, sure, yeah, that girl sure was. Ooh, she had on that such and such. And it's easy to do that. That's the kind of stuff I did. I was not and never have been and don't want to be that person who thinks about and premeditates on making up some shit about somebody to try to make them look a certain way to the public. For what? Is it for clout? Is it for a man? I don't know. Who's to say? But is it worth it? Are you going to be able to get up and look yourself in the mirror? These people, they probably do. Anyway, I don't want it. Anyway. He told me, you were chosen before birth. And are you not again going through the same stuff that I've been training you for your whole life that you've been going through? Is this not the same stuff? I said, okay, yeah, you're right. And he responded back. He said, the Most High told me, I saw the attacks. I saw who lied on you. I saw who was attempting to set you up. I saw the different people who provided disappointment in your life. I saw that favoritism in your teachers and in your supervisors. I ain't talking about no little favoritism. This is some obvious shit. He saw the spiteful tricks and the mind games and the gaslighting, the gang stalkers at my job. He knows who the job mobbers. Job mobbing is a new term. Maybe it was called something else back then, but to me it's a new term. But I sure and heck experienced it on almost all my jobs. Not only that, he said, I saw the vandalism that was done to your vehicles and your houses, your homes. Not to leave out what you was tricked and manipulated into doing against your own self. I knew it. I saw it. I allowed it to happen. He said, I allowed it to happen. And he also told me he chose me because he knew that I was going to pass these tests. These were all tests. He said, I allowed these very things, daughter. And he also explained to me and showed me how he kept me and kept my life from so many unseen and unknown things and events that people attempted to do to me and my family, who wanted me snuffed out, who wanted my life gone for whatever reason. He told me, I protected you. Excuse me, and my cough drop hitting my teeth. Sorry. He said, I protected you, daughter, through it all. And I'm so grateful. I'm truly grateful to the Most High. I am thankful. And I'm sometimes speechless because of his grace and mercy, his love and nurturing against these events that were not allowed to be completed against my body and my children with my grandchildren. So with that being said, I look back on everything. I look back. And so he said, all this was already destined for you to experience. And I see that. I'm grateful for the experiences. And I take the lessons in it all. I take the lessons in all of it with a grain of salt and keep moving. I'm grateful. So I don't, blame anyone. I used to earlier. I used to think it was their fault or something. But even then, I still couldn't truly and really blame somebody wholly. In a whole sense, I couldn't blame. But now I don't blame at all anybody for anything, because life is a test. It's up to you if you're going to pass it or if you're going to use cheat sheets to try to cheat your way through life. I didn't see no good in cheating. I remember in school, cheating always got you in trouble. I remember watching cartoons and different movies. Cheating always got you in trouble. But some people feel like they're untouchable. Mm-mm. The Most High say, I see it all. And it's going to come a time when it's got to come out of the bag. And he's going to reveal everybody's secrets. He's going to reveal them, not people. He's going to do it. The Most High is moving in the earth now as we speak. So I don't blame nobody. And I'm not a victim. I don't look at myself as a victim either. I don't want no damn sympathy for what I went through. I experienced what I experienced for a reason. It helped me to stand on my 2 feet. Nor do these people get the props either. The Most High does. And with that being said, I'm going to end this message just to let y'all know that through it all, seeing the unseen, either you're going to be a victim to it all. And that's whether you're on the bad side or the good side. Either way, people can choose to be a victim, or will you be victorious? I claim victorious because I'm standing here right now, alive and well through it all, and grateful and glad that it happened the way it happened and when it happened. I'm grateful and I'm ready to go forward. And I keep saying that, and I'm going to keep saying that. Y'all just don't know. The peace that passes all understanding is something you can't really talk about, but you have to experience it to know it. You have to feel it. You have to be it. The peace that passes all understanding is awesome. And so I'm going to do another video and come back with y'all and talk some more about my stuff. And again, the reason we speak about my stuff, because this is my healing. This is a beautiful way to heal. The Most High told me. So if anybody got a problem with how I heal, too bad. You got to talk to the Father about it. I am loving my healing process. I am loving me. I am loving my self-worth, the value in me that I never saw. It is a beautiful thing. And I am grateful once again. So I'm going to say goodnight to you, babies. And I'll talk to y'all on another video that we'll do. Okay? Okay. Good night.